Livesey, ace rock climber, sports psychologist.
Bernie Woodward, RAF PTI and distance runner.
Phil Watkins of the Army Physical Training Corps, all-round athlete.
Bernie Shrewsbury of the Royal Marines, all-round athlete.
Danny Nightingale, Olympic gold medalist in modern pentathlon.
Stuart Sherman, lifesaver, surfboarder, canoeist.
Ex-Commando Captain John Barry, Director of Outdoor Pursuit Centre.
Keith Geddes, competition skier and outdoor pursuits instructor.
Welcome to the third event in our competition, Survival of the Fittest. It's the second water-based event, and we're alongside the River Tryweryn here in Bala. And soon we'll be watching 8 very brave young men swim 100 yards along the white water, and they'll have helmets and wetsuits and life jackets, padding to knees and to elbows. And it'll be a straight dash through what I'm told is grade 3 water. Now, I want to tell you about that, Maureen, because I've got a definition here. You see,
Yes.
It's complicated rapids with large standing rocks, and where the way through is not obvious, but it does add that it should not be hazardous.
Oh, I like that. I think it would be for you and me. No wonder they need all the kit. But the state of play is very interesting, I think, at the start of this third event. The Marines in the lead, that's Bernie Shrewsbury with 15 points, but he's closely followed by the Army PTI, Phil Watkins, with 14. Peter Livesey, the rock climber, although he's carrying an injured ankle, is lying third with 12 points. Then comes Bernie Woodward from RAF Clan Roost. Keith Geddes, who comes from Scotland, is 5th with 8 points. We've got a joint 6th, that's Stuart Sherman and John Barry, and they've each scored 6 points. Danny Nightingale, he's lying 8th with 1 point at the start of this third event.
Draw for positions on the start line. Number 1 is nearest the middle. Number 8 is nearest the bank.
It's fair to say that of the 8 events in the British Meet Survival of the Fittest competition, this is the one involving least skill and therefore potentially one of the most dangerous.
"20 seconds. Five.
Capricious Tryweryn River, resentful now of the presence of our 8 competitors, their course determined only by the whims of wild white water, where a knowledge of Archimedes' principle is no comfort whatsoever.
It's a cruel game of hide and seek as the surging water sweeps first one to the front and then another. Halfway through this crazy contest, it's impossible to say who leads.
It's Peter Livesey, the rock climber, who floats in first, just the length of a wetsuit ahead of the Marine Bernie Shrewsbury. The slender-framed Livesey once more proving his remarkable resilience. He picks up a valuable 8 points.
Shrewsbury, getting 7 points for second place, retains overall lead in the competition. Like the others, he's glad to get this one over.
Give him a hand
bruised hip, I think. Yeah.
Hold on one of the rocks.
Still well within yourself, hardly breathless.
That's right, yeah, I just float down, it's the best way.
Floated down, did you choose your line very
Oh,
carefully?
yeah. These guys are all military men, you see, so they don't
think about it?
don't think very much now.
There's a bad injury to me hip. But besides that, I'm alright, I think.
Did you swallow a lot?
Yes, an experience to go through, you know. You think you're going to come up for it, but you don't.
You know, we haven't got childbearing hips, but they seem to get in the way.
Yeah, fantastic though. Great, really good fun. Took a couple of mouthfuls, you know.
Hard, it's it's a brute.
But you're in the business of life-saving and surfing. Was it anything similar at
Yeah,
all?
very similar feeling to being in the rough water, you know.
But at one stage it was quite funny because I think it was Bernie Shrewsbury, it's hard to tell in that water, but, and he says he felt it as well. I was actually coming up for a breath out of a rapid and he swam over the top of me. So I went down again, that was quite frightening.
It's amazing how you sort of catch up with people and then suddenly just disappear. It's very hard to judge, you know, where you're going.
I had no idea where I was.
You just try to stay out of trouble. And there's plenty of it around.
The winner scarcely seemed to have a stroke I could recognise. He sort of glided along.
Was it Pete, was it?
Yes.
I don't know, I just think he's... I don't know, he must have a very good buoyant body or something. He's an amazing bloke. Sprained ankle as well.
What is this skill? What gets you there first?
Oh, just the line. Yeah, the line and keeping very flat on the shallow bits, on the falls, you know, it's a bit shallow. If you get bent up, then you catch the rocks, you know, and you don't feel that until the end. But
Do you have any bumps?
just one on the hip there. That's all.
Do you have any protection on your bottom?
Yeah, I did.
What's
Put a
that?
pad in there from my backpack.
That's a good idea.
Big
I
piece
saw
of
you
cardboard.
turn, actually. That's where I saw you turn round.
Yeah.
I thought, cool, that's a good man. And what I
But
did...
it wasn't what happened. I went down, whoop, and then I was over again, and I ended up doing a lot of this.
The big
you know?
stuff, and I just turned my body sideways and rolled in it. And suddenly I put my arm out to swim, and it was just like a canoe. I got pushed into the eddy, and Pete just stayed in the main flow, and he shot past me, and that was when I knew I had to put my head down and just think of swimming.
I saw the odd pair of feet and a helmet, but no, I couldn't see where I was going at all. It was just get your head up for breath and then get your head back down and try and swim.
As a sport, I don't think it'll ever catch on,